Someone's joining our party?
What?
Oh, shut up.
One of your friend from school.
Did I just...
Whoever it is that we played with before.
Oh, I opened the vault, you guys.
Proud of you. There's these over here. Someone needs them.
Yeah, I definitely need him. I have shield right now.
I think I want...
Now I have some.
There's that
Here,
work thing.
Sophia. Gift for you.
Is that what I think it is?
It's a purple assault rifle.
Here, let me just... Here, y'all stand still.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Did I throw that down?
Yes, you did.
I didn't mean to. Here, let me just pick up a different one.
There's the other one, yeah. Alright, where's that fucking ball of yarn now?
Oh yeah, it's like upstairs on top of something, right?
That's what Zach said.
It was up somewhere.
Oh, I
It's
completed
shooting
mine.
at us.
I do not know.
The henchman up there.
I got him.
He's down, yeah.
I think Zach. I think it's up here.
Where the henchman was?
Yeah, he was up here when he found. No, it's not up here.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Where?
Where?
I'm trying to build myself to it.
Oh, I see it.
Learning to build. Let me learn. Yeah, I feel so
Over here.
awesome.
So do y'all have all
Woohoo.
3 of them now?
Yes, ma'am.
I have level 78. Only 2 more levels until I get the chick with the astronaut suit.
I don't know how to get.
I want the chick with all the tattoos.
I already have her.
I don't have her yet.
I have the shadow version of her.
That would be fucking cool. So,
And Nolina, if you want, there's
blue burst? I have a blue burst. I have the shockwave thing, I guess.
It's a
That's not
disguise.
first. That just pushes people away.
I know. That's
It
what I
actually
said.
does damage.
Yeah, I'll do the shockwave. I'll keep it.
Oh, do you know?
Oh.
You want to know where the disguise thing is?
Alright,
It's
look
over
at
here.
that. Do you see him?
Where are
Oh,
y'all
shoot.
shooting at?
I'm down. Somebody help. Whoa.
Oh lord.
Ah, fuck.
Shit, fucker
I
die.
don't. That's the only thing I don't like about this fucking charged shotguns is that
Come on, fucker die. Yes.
go rescue Sophia first and then come back and get me. Go do her first.
Please, please.
I'll just crawl
Oh,
over there.
I have a feeling that
There's a teammate somewhere.
yeah, his teammate's somewhere around here. I'm listening for him.
Also listening for him, and I don't see anyone running up. So
Anna, when you get healed, I have.
I have medkits too. I just need shield potions.
I don't have any.
I have dropped some on the ground over there. I'll go grab them.
Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna.
We need to leave probably soon
Yeah.
too. Are we running there? Are we taking some shit?
We're gonna have to run. There's not.
Yeah, there's nothing here. Oh, you know what? There's a helicopter up on the hill where we got our shit from. You guys want to
There
run
is.
up there?
Um,
Also, come here. Let me show you guys where the thing is, so you can disguise yourself next time if you want to.
Just because there's another chest over here. But
Yeah.
we got it.
I know. I'm just showing you where it is. It's over here.
It's so far.
It's just so you can disguise if you drop, you can disguise yourself before you get over here. It's here.
oh, I see it.
Alright, let's roll.
Gots to go, gots to go.
There's another one somewhere. I don't remember where, but there's another one on one of the other sides of this thing.
Shields. I keep playing these games with no shields.
Oh, you need shield?
She does need shield.
I have a zero. Got all the med kits, but I haven't. Did you just
Stop.
I didn't mean to. Sorry. I was trying to. Here.
Goon Squad just dropped.
Where?
Over there.
Gonna
They're
ping
going
them?
that way. Yeah, they're over there.
I think they just spotted us.
Oh, I
no,
see.
they're
They're
shooting.
spotting somebody else. Let them
Let's go
fight.
kill them.
Okay, I guess we're going to kill the goon.
Alright.
Okay.
So I hear them fighting. Let's just leave them to fight those people before we kill them.
Okay. But we can still kill them. Or we can kill the people they're fighting when they have no health.
Oh, they already killed. They just already killed the people. One down.
Had a sniper. Wow.
Down.
So, somebody was over here still that, had a sniper.
Anybody need some chug splash?
Yeah,
Always take
I'll take
chug
some.
splash. Everybody gather
Right here.
Gather around the campfire.
I'm a coming.
Campfire song.
Campfire song?
Let's
There
roll.
you go. I don't want the stink bombs.
Oh wait, no, give me. Give me. I'll take them. Where they at?
Oh, I can't. I don't. I have to
Just drop
them.
it. Just
There you go.
Hey guys. I got a rocket launcher.
Oh shit. Just
Why do
don't
I
do
keep
what I did
hearing
and blow
music?
myself up. We need to
Done.
move.
I love it. It's beautiful. What's left? And it just dropped from 12 to 10.
Oh, my sweet Laura. As soon as I said her name, her tail wagged once.
Oh.
She's asleep right next to me on this little pillow. It's not
She's like,
big.
"Mom,
It's
I'm
not big enough for
tired."
her. It's not big enough for her, but she like curls up into a tiny little ball so she can lay on it. The pillow I used to have on my seat, like to sit on. But
Someone was
this
already
chair is
in here?
big enough.
Nobody was in here. Now I only have either blue or purple ones, and nothing in between.
I have 1 gold, but that's that stupid shockwave thing.
Pretty handy.
Not that great.
No, not really.
No,
Is there a shark over here that I should be worried about?
I don't see one.
I feel like this rocket launcher is not going to come in handy, but I
I
point
found what I wanted.
a sniper.
Yes.
Yes, me too.
I think I just took sniper ammo. Here,
Hey.
just drop sniper
Yeah,
ammo.
you did.
I have a lot of sniper ammo apparently.
I dropped it.
I
dropped
do
what
too. I'm good.
I have 94 sniper ammo.
I have 139.
That's a lot of sniper ammo.
Yes,
Wait,
ma'am.
shit. Yo, the supply drop's coming right here.
Just let
Oh,
it drop.
Don't shoot it. Just
leave
let it drop.
Leave it. Just let go.
That tells people we're over here.
Come
Let it
up.
go. Well,
Two of them. Yeah, there's 2 of them right here. There's just a
With
chair.
what?
XP coin. Nice.
Okay. Are we sniping?
Us and 3 other people.
I see them. They're down here.
Where?
Nest.
Yeah, they went behind
Keep
the.
getting in my way. I do not see them.
I'm gonna go down and get the supply drop. You guys stay up there.
Looking for them.
I hear them. I heard someone shooting,
I
which
see them.
might not be
I
one
see
team.
something building. Or I see building. I don't know if it's...
Not
It's
anything
not
good.
like
Just
anything.
ammo. All right.
I think they're hiding from us.
They have to be.
I'm gonna run that way because that's where we have to
Gotta-
go anyway.
Gotta get to that next big hill over there.
Going.
I can't wait to use this rocket launcher, let me tell you. I want them to start building so I can just shoot them with it. Seeing them anywhere.
Oh, purple XP coin. Cool.
Here, let me just. I just threw a grenade over there. I want to see if it brings them out.
What was that? You? That boom?
Yeah, I threw the grenade. I also have these
There they are.
I
stink
see
bomb
'em.
things. I can't throw these that far.
Oh, yes, use that fucking rocket launcher.
Man, I'm glad that I stock up on ammo for
Oh,
everything.
fuck!
Be
I'm
afraid.
gonna try this bitch.
Elena, don't
Oh,
stand on the
fuck.
edge. You're just.
Shoot, I have 9 hit points left, and
Here, fucking.
thank you.
Careful, they're probably heading
Coming
up
up,
your
they're coming
way.
up. Shit.
I hear him. Just...
Ah, let's go back to lobby. I don't know if Jay is. Sophie, are you gonna be cool playing with someone else? I don't know if he's actually still in the team. Says he's still in the party, but he hasn't said anything. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Crocker, how you doing, man?
what's up, dude?
Nothing much, nothing much. I was watching the game,
Oh yeah.
eating some Chinese food. Yeah, that was close. It's real close.
I had that rocket launcher. I had 1 shot left.
Oh no.
And I
You were
fired
doing
it
good.
as
You were
they-
doing good with the
fired
rocket
it
launcher.
as they killed us.
Yeah, better than me. I shot myself with it last time.
Last time we gave Nolina a rocket launcher, she legit blew herself up. It was
Unfortunate.
hilarious.
Anna, you coming out of that or what?
Huh?
Not even out
Wait.
of the map.
Nolina says you're sitting out.
How to what now?
Are you ready to?
Oh,
What just happened?
I don't know.
know.
You might
Hang
have
on,
to leave.
let me
It
just.
said you were sitting out, so we probably got to go back to the lobby.
That was
Yeah, I'm
confusing.
gonna-
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
go back
why
to-
it said
That's
that.
why it said that. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. But how you been, Crocker? It's been a minute.
I've been. Oh, it's just, moving into a house. Got dogs
really?
now.
Damn, in the span of what, like 2 weeks?
Yeah, well, me and Zach were looking for a house when I talked to you last time. We just
Oh,
have one.
congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Into a house. We got I went on leave, went home, got my dogs, brought them up here.
I think this will be my last match of the night.
Yeah, it's gonna be my last one too, cause I gotta get up early in the morning and take the puppy to the beach.
Coolio, coolio. So I guess we're winning this match.
Oh.
No doubt.
Better, because we keep getting 2nd place.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're the
really?
kings
Yeah.
of second place. Yeah.
I think you told me that last time too. You're and your boyfriend.
Damn, Jay, you should have worn a demon skin because we're all kind of.
Hey, he's got some dragon on.
Yeah,
It's
got
pretty
the
okay.
dragon, man. This is Targaryen,
It's
bro.
acceptable.
I haven't
It's
changed this
acceptable.
outfit in a very long time.
Same.
It's the shit.
I haven't changed this outfit.
Just to let you know, I'm the suckiest player on here, so
Hey.
I don't know. He's played with me before, so.
Anna's good. It's always a good time playing with Anna. I'm sure you guys. Are
You know,
good.
he had to like fight through the laugh to actually say that out loud.
Yes. Good times, man. Nothing but confidence. Nothing but confidence.
pretty much taking all the responsibility and killing everybody.
Yeah.
That's Anna for me right at the moment.
Decent amount of that. We got it, bro. We got it. What do you guys think about landing? I guess pretty far out, right?
But so we
Wait,
have
wait.
been doing a lot of the we've been doing a lot of the challenges, so we land somewhere so we can like get a challenge done while we're.
Okay. Well,
Working
I'll
for
just
Jet,
follow your
so.
lead then. Yeah, just tell me what's going on.
We just let Anna pick it.
That's not my first mistake right there. Okay. Wait. Yeah, I'll just follow. What you do? Oh shit. What was that? That's it.
It says land at Frenzy Farm and
Yeah,
finish
I'm
top
sick.
25.
Shit.
Land at Frenzy Farm and finish top 25. I think that's a pretty good goal for
Oh
us.
yeah, we'll do that one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if I cough into the mic, I apologize.
It's all good.
Yeah, she's got bronchitis.
And
And
sinus
sinus
infection.
Not all good. Hey, a sinus infection too?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Welcome to my world.
Oh, Nolina, this is Jay.
Yeah.
We met in high school. He
Oh,
is
okay.
in ROTC to become an officer in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Jay.
Ah.
Nolina is in intelligence Air Force.
Oh shit. Hey, it's a
Okay.
pleasure to meet you, man.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, that's I think it's my third choice for like an AFSD. Number
I
one.
will say
ever,
it's one of the best things.
She's
One
geospatial
of, yeah.
intel, so she gets to look at drone videos all day.
Do you enjoy
fun.
it?
I love it.
Terrible? Okay.
I mean, 12 hours in a dark room staring at a computer, you know, but hey.
That's pretty much what I do at home anyway. So
Wait,
I
where
get
are
to
we-
watch
where
some
are we
cool
going?
shit.
Okay. Are we going to the house or?
we landed on the
There's
barn.
so many people here.
So many people landing here, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna just.
Oh,
dip
shit, there's-
And then
Ah,
go.
Sophia's already down.
I ran away from the house. This actually probably wasn't the best. Didn't Anna pick this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did, but oh, I knocked this chick down. Haha.
Oh, good shit, good shit.
Uh,
Alright.
Okay. Oh,
I can't hear
Save
it.
Sophia.
I can't even hit the game for some reason.
weird.
I can't hear Sophia.
Sophia, are you there, babe?
Up there we go.
Oh, okay.
Down again.
Ah, fuck.
So, both of you are down now?
Yeah, well, so I killed the partner.
Is he getting them up
Like
right
yeah, they
I'm heading. Oh, they
uh,
just killed you.
they
now?
killed-
Alright, I'm gonna pull up and oh, they're shooting at me now. Oh, I can't. Bro, I don't have enough for all this shit.
Oh, they're trying to shoot.
This,
Fuck.
I don't
like
have
background
enough
noise
for
I
any
keep
of
hearing.
Damn.
Yeah. Placed, oh my
26.
god, we placed 26.
We were gonna be there. That was a quick ass round.
I was
26. Like, come on. We needed 25th to get the goal, and we got 26. Fuck. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna head to bed.
Yeah, I'm
Alright,
hopping off too.
night.
Alright, peace out.
Alright.
Later.
Nigga. Teelan.
What's up, bro?
Can accept the go invite?
You said what?
Join your life. Can accept the go invite?
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see it, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna just kill this one dude and I'm gonna join you, for sure. I mean, I said I'm gonna kill this one dude that landed with me, then I'm about to join, and then we're gonna play duos.
You know the man Elon.
Wait, what?
Go.
What you mean here? Nah, man. Hey, stay duo. Put that shit to where you offline.
Let's just play with it, bro.
Hell no, man. I ain't in the mood for no squad.
You never in the mood for squad.
No, I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not in the mood for no damn squad.
Nigga, you don't like carry people?
Cause honestly, I was just warming up to get ready for arena, honestly. Oh shit.
Hold on, why my shit doing that? Nigga, what the fuck is this? Hurry up, shit, bro. You gonna beat him?
Money. Alright, one more dude come. Oh! I didn't see this nigga. Alright, I'm coming back to lobby.
Alright, buddy, back, bro.
You got athletes in your DM? Yeah, I mean, that's not everyone. Now back to you.
Carry this nigga real quick.
For sure.
I was just ready for a little bit. I played a match. My friend Anna and her friends, and I was watching them play, but I was like, oh my lord. Cause there was three of them, and I joined in late, so I was looking, man. They got second place, man.
Who?
The team I was watching, it was Anna and two of her friends, bro. I mean, I love Anna, man, but oh shit.
Who the fuck is Annie?
Anna, you don't know her.
Oh.
But I was watching them play, bro, but no. It was beating up on some henchmen. And then they got to the final fight against these people that it was 3-on-3, and these niggas were not building at all. The people that were fighting,
Oh my lord.
they got high ground too. They were trading shots with them, and then one of her friends got sniped. And then the team launched at it, and they, bro, Teelan. I mean, I seen some bots play, but it's been a while since I seen some bots play. I was thinking to myself.
On the backside.
I was thinking to myself, because we had that whole conversation about Nye versus Eli, and I was like,
Yeah, I know. Gotcha.
these niggas, bruh. I don't think Eli can beat all three of them. Brianna could. I was thinking to myself, I was like, what if Brianna went against him? I think they could take Brianna if Brianna was lagging really bad and they all ganged up on her.
I think I think even if she wasn't lagging, if they ganged up on her, I think they would still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think like the only chance is that she was healing up, she was lagging, and they all just ganged up on her out of nowhere.
Ain't like if you give me one heal against all four of them, including Brianna, I'd kill all of them.
Even Brianna? Not
Even Brianna. I would whoop Brianna ass. I would tell Brianna a whole new ass.
Cause it was
A whole new ass.
the rest, bro, they weren't, bro. See, nigga, if we fighting people, they were fighting. At the end, I was like, I carry these three, but if it's like decent players, bro, I can't carry these niggas. I mean, Teelan, they were bad, bro. Even with the big team captains, they was bad, bro.
Play squads like that, bro. Sorry, bro. Ain't got time to. Nah, bro, no. Cause if one person lags up, like if one person is lagging, bro, and you don't have like really good players to back that up, nah, it's nothing, bro.
So for you to play with Eli like voluntarily, it would have to be like 3 good people in Eli. That's
Where?
like your
Hold on, Jay.
Right.
Where?
And I moved.
Where?
Yeah, but it's little.
Where is it?
I don't know, but it's real little. That's why the bed keep on letting down.
Okay, I'm gonna find it. Alright, now what you were saying, Jay?
I was saying, hold on. I can barely hear what's going on in the game for some reason. But I was saying, so for you like play with Eli voluntarily, like you should actually enjoy it, it would have to be you, 2 good people, and then Eli.
Or one, okay, it'll have to be me, you. Ah, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. It depends on what kind of lobby we in, man. If we on a lobby for my level, oh shit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna play no more. I ain't gonna play.
You would play with Eli when you had
I'm gonna get irritated, bro. I'm gonna get irritated, bro. Cause we gonna be dying off spawn or get some bots, bro. This shit gonna piss me off. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna cuss Eli ass out and tell him to get fuck up again.
I'm telling you, man, it was fine last season because it was like
Everybody was bad.
Eli, it wasn't like that. Like if I was playing with Eli, it would be like a mixture of like good people and his like level people. But like this season, it's like
I missed.
Oh,
God damn it.
I'm on the way, bro. I forgot we're playing together. Hold on, I got a mini for you and everything.
Come on, Jay.
I'm pulling up.
Somebody's already pushed.
Oh, you gotta slow down. That's coming though.
How?
What are you at, bro?
They in the thing. I'm trying to get some heat. Alright, but what is that?
Side me.
Alright, man. Go on in. I'm coming. Go on in. I'm coming. Go on in.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Oh, they have top.
Oh, I'm out of match. That's a problem.
Let him come down.
I'm out of match.
It's a match. It's 50.
Alright, bet. Appreciate it.
Down grenades.
Alright, bet.
What the? Got one. Oh, I'm out of match too. You gotta take him out too. This shit.
Got him.
Damn, bro.
I had to make a whole twirl around. Brianna would have died right there for some reason.
Brianna said, "Oh, I'm lagging." She played with us.
We know.
She played with us one game yesterday and got off because she was lagging her bot ass.
That's always lagging.
It's like, damn, nigga, she used to lag a little bit, but now I think I get something now. That's all it is. That's all it is.
I'm dead.
I got a, shit. I'm gonna keep this charge shotgun. I'm gonna get better with this shit. I got one med kit.
It's alright once you get to using it, man. It takes, you gotta change your play style up a little bit, though.
Yeah, you do. Hold up. This is a problem. Are you friends with these guys?
Yeah, I guess it's cool. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking
I ain't
about
got no beef with him.
on the game. Though.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Whoa, that's too fast.
That's cool with me.
Dun,
All you gotta see is my shit saying offline a lot. That's it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even much lie to you.
Jesus, bro. You used to be alright with playing with new people. It was just because the competition got so much harder.
Everybody's good, man, so.
Not everybody.
Like, I don't mind playing like duos, you know. I'll play duos, you know what I'm saying? But when it gets to squads, bro, if once you get to dying a lot, bro, the shit gets boring, bro. It's like, you know, you're pulling your weight, but then somebody's not pulling their weight, so it's like, bro, I win every fucking day. Like, there's not a day I'm gonna go by without winning at Fortnite. Like, literally, I got 2 wins just because I was bored yesterday on solos. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I warm up with solo duos now, or solos or whatever, and then I just play arena because arena is more competitive. You know, so that's how I can track like me getting better or whatever. Like, my little cousin was playing on my fucking Fortnite, and he had, that nigga must have lost like 800 of my points. So I finally got those motherfuckers back, and I'm back in Division 7 now.
Gotcha. So all this is so you can get good enough to carry Eli, your new duo partner.
No,
Oh,
no, not at all. That's not what you're hearing at all. Not at all. I promise that ain't what you're hearing. Don't let your ears deceive you.
Okay, my big thing is I actually hate playing duos with somebody that's not good at all. That's worse. Like I was playing with Nye, I got frustrated with Nye this game, bro.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, the Marauders. Let me back up. These niggas pulled up.
I would rather play solo. I would rather play duos with somebody that don't know how than play squads with 2 people that don't know how. Just due to the fact that I know I could take 2 people by myself. I can't take 4 people by myself. They would have to be extremely sorry or mediocre for me to kill all 4 people. I'm coming to help.
Are these niggas still following? Bro, what they doing? They came out of nowhere, bro. It's like they knew I was there before I knew they was there.
I'm here.
Alright.
I'm like 1,
Go around.
2, 3.
Shit.
There's 1 more. Where's the 4? And that's all of them.
Should be it. No shit.
Oh, you need shit, huh?
Shield. Grassy.
So.
I got those peppers too, bro.
I don't need them. I'll take these stink dogs though. I don't know to
Jesus, man, but I don't know. I used to have to carry all the time, bro. But it was fine. It was
I was like,
but now it's really bad now.
Dude, it got to the point where solos is so easy for me, bro. Regular solos are so easy. If I play solos all day, I promise on my console, I will have nothing less than 10 wins a day. I promise.
Less than 10 wins?
I promise. Look, okay, look, let's do this. Watch this. You can go on my Instagram store right now, and I bet you.
I'm not down to you, bro. I was more shot, like 10 wins. Jeez.
It got that easy. But once you play competitive a lot, bro, I swear to God, all of it becomes super easy to you.
Yeah, you get more tactics than just fighting.
Yeah. And then I watch streamers from time to time whenever I ain't got nothing to do, you know. So I just pick up what they do, you know.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Especially with Unknown Army. I believe Unknown Army is the best player, best Fortnite player.
Yeah, I know him, bro. We actually played together back when we started, bro. I was like, bro, you gotta start building more. He was like, all right. So that's how he got so good at building, you know. I don't tell that story a lot, but
Well, Unknown?
Huh?
Well, Unknown?
Yeah, bro. I don't tell that story a lot. I let him do his thing. I'm more of his inspiration
Look at him now.
than anything.
The man is what, 14, 15, making $500K a year?
All thanks to me, bro. It's, you know, it's
I be trying to go collect that check.
Jesus. I was talking to AJ about this. I was like, bro, we could just go back in time when Fortnite was in beta, bro. Oh,
And then we would be this good like how we are now?
Bro,
Oh my God.
It'd be funny. Oh my God.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, we finna stream.
I would quit school so fast, man.
Boy, what?
I'll be out that shit. Fuck that shit. Sorry, Air Force.
I'm telling you.
I hate school anyways, bro. I be gone, man. Oh, all that money, bro. Oh.
Yeah, I promise you ain't the only one.
I'm telling you, man. That'd be a wrap. They be like, Jalen, you going back in town to stop things that happening, coronavirus? I'm like, eventually, nigga, but let me, you know, let me get this Fortnite real quick. God damn, man. That'd be the life, bro. All that damn money. Cause I be shooting on all kind of niggas. Hey, you so good, Jam? Like, you know, it's just, you know, in the DNA, bro, I guess. Got a whole ass time machine in the backpack. Alright, let's, oh, shit, I'll take that.
Oh, shit.
Oh! Somebody shooting at me. I might have mini up,
Oh,
right?
they up high.
Yeah, I'm mini up. Somebody is.
Nope, sorry, buddy.
Alright, I see him talking. I'm gonna hit him with the sniper. Fucking coming.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what they were. Wait. That was my double edit, though. How did they edit my double edit? It had my LS thing right there, my left stick button right there and all. Oh yeah, hit that out! Hit that out!
Oh!
Oh no! Oh my God! Oh, you might want to get out of there.
Fuck that.
Damn!
I was too. Oh, okay.
Ah, fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care.
Another team? Jesus. You finna get sniped. On me. Shit, guess he ain't done no more. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna text this nigga real quick.
Oh, lollipop. Don't respond, Jay. Don't respond.
I'm responding.
Do not respond. No. Okay, cool.
Yeah, let me sell him Teelan online. He wanna play.
Nope. I'm put my party thing on private.
Oh shit, man. I just finished my last exam, nigga. I'm about to be chilling for the next. Well, they saying we online till the 21st, bro. So you know, I probably gonna do shit in class until I'll probably just chill out the first week of school. Week class, probably 3 weeks off, and get myself that. Get back to the hobbies. Shit ass school, fuck that nigga. Oh shit, let's go. Alright, what you thinking, bro?
Let me see. Let's go Slurpee.
I forgot they brought Slurpee back.
Yeah.
One of the best spots on the map.
I missed it.
Damn, bro, you should have seen. Oh my god, who I was playing with the other night? It was Naya, Eli, somebody else. Who was that? Oh, Jessica. 3 bots. Bro. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. It's like, if you're playing with 3 bots, your competition's easier. But it's still not as easy as it should be. Like, I still get a decent amount of teams that are actually pretty good. I can beat any one of them, 1-on-1, 1-on-2, but just all of them. Because they just die so fast, like Naya, Elon, though. You know, when they're on the ground taking shots. I mean not giving shots, taking shots. Maybe going down, but like, golly. I just hate getting ganged up on. It gets annoying after a while. Like, I know what you mean. After a while, I'll be getting kind of upset. Like, alright, nah, you gotta start shooting that nigga. So.
I know that's right. I know that's fucking right. Building, fuck that. He need to go. Dude, nah, hell no. He need more than just building. Bro need to. I can't even tell you. Like, he need to go back to chapter 1, bro. Like, for real. Like when the game first came out.
Oh wait, is hold on, let me get out of here, bro. Give me a second. Let me see if this shit is even working.
That's ridiculous. That's how he played. Like the game just came out.
He ain't terrible, bro. He's just not good.
That don't make sense. Like, you play this game all day, every day, but you still don't build. What do you do? At least go to creative and play all day, man. Like, man. Ivan.
He good, bro.
Shut up! Man, that damn loud.
Wait, why is the boost all the way, nigga? Please. Don't separate the tracks. Keep the volume high. Oh, yeah, system sounds. Yeah. Okay. Let me change your audio. If I change your audio down.
Look, now I know your little musty ass heard me call you the first time.
Because I was playing the game, I didn't even hear you.
Okay, next time try to play a little quieter so that you can hear me when I call you. The same way you be calling your daddy and he don't be responding, that's how I feel.
Stop talking about my daddy. You always bring him up. He ain't got nothing to do.
Well, I thought that was you talking to your girl or something, Teelan.
That's my homegirl.
Thought that was you talking to your girl or something. But I know that girl, she on Facebook, right? Or it's the girl with the big titties, right? The black girl?
Yeah, that's the one with the big ass titties, yeah.
Yeah. You just, oh shit, nigga. Recognize that voice. Ain't nobody even here good. I probably doubt they were. But yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't understand it, man. We started playing around the same time. You played, I think, a season after me. That's when you started.
I'm gonna go this way over here to this little spot.
Alright, let me grab this shit. Hold up. No.
Better not say nothing smart.
I do not know, nigga. Oh, P90. Let me get that. Just take me back to season 7, man. What was the best season in your opinion? What was your favorite season to play Fortnite in?
Me being honest, this is probably my favorite season.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why is that?
I feel like it's extra competitive.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody's good. You know, it's not like, oh, hold on, somebody right here.
Oh, I'm coming. Damn, you far, nigga.
60, 39.
I'm coming. Oh, how's that? Oh, okay, thank goodness. Shit. I'm gonna follow your fucking shit there.
Let's get him.
Damn. How'd I take fault, bro? Fuck. I'm right here. I'll be in like 20 seconds.
Alright, hit him for 10.
Is it 2 of them or 1?
It's 2.
Alright. Okay. I'm pulling up right now.
Oh,
So, yeah,
one shot, but I'm 1 shot too, and I have no heals.
Yeah, hold up. I see the one in the back. Yeah, if you want to just chill out for a second.
Hit him.
I got bandages.
Oh, I need those.
I see it.
They're healing. Damn! He's 1 shot.
How the fuck?
Don't lose. Watch it.
Ah, come on, bro. He was on 5 health too.
They trash.
That first shot hit for 50 damage, bro. Oh my lord. You gotta be joking. Put this dude ass gun down.
Yeah, what's your ass home? You watch the Rockets game?
Yeah.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, y'all ain't got no answer for Chris Dabbs. I don't know how y'all gonna do this in the playoffs. I don't know how y'all gonna do this. I don't know how y'all gonna do this in the playoffs. Y'all ain't got nothing for Chris Dabbs. And then, I'm gonna be honest, Bo had 39.
He was clapped in the fourth quarter.
Bo had 39, bruh.
He made 2 points.
Hold on. Let me look again. Y'all let Trey Burke get 31 points. Trey Burke had 31. Luka had 28. Kristaps had 39. Tim Hardaway had 24.
You talking about?
3 players was over 25. 4 players was over 25 points. Oh yeah, I don't know how y'all gonna do this. Yeah, y'all can kiss that goodbye. And then that nigga James Harden had an incredible game. You heard me? Corey. Boy, that ain't like, that's how Harden's supposed to play every night. Even though he was trash from the 3-point line, but hey, he had 21 free throws. You can't hear me? You can't hear me? That nigga James Harden had 21 free throws. Go sit down.
See, why is always something bad about my team?
It's nothing bad. I said James Harden had an incredible game.
Oh, you talking about? Y'all some haters, bro.
I literally said James Harden had an incredible game. What are you talking about?
You come talking about some, we got no answer for Luka. I mean, not Luka.
Chris Dabbs, yeah, that man was scoring in the paint at will. So I could just imagine. Oh my God, I could just imagine when y'all played the Clippers. Bro went 13 for 26. That's good. That's real good. Alright, Harden. Oh my god, Harden had an amazing fucking game. That's how I wanted that nigga to play, god damn it. No. Wait, the only thing he missed was threes. Everything else he made. Bro had 21 free throws. I'm dead. Damn, Westbrook had 6 turnovers?
He was selling my shit. I was in here.
He had 11 rebounds and 8 assists though. That's good. Bro, first of all, y'all gotta do better on the defensive side, bro. Y'all got to. Y'all just let the Dallas. I'm just being honest. You gotta be honest with yourself. Nigga, y'all just barely won to Dallas. Y'all just barely won to Dallas. Y'all was down 15 to Dallas. Y'all was down 15 to Dallas. Y'all was down. Your team don't play defense. How? If I'm trying to put you on game. Y'all are gonna, yeah, okay, I'm gonna keep it as simple as this. Y'all are gonna get swept in the playoffs if y'all play the Clippers or the Lakers playing like that. You wanna put some money on the game? You wanna put some money on the game? Huh? Oh, cause you're not fat. You don't trust it. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. I know for a fact that ain't it. Damn, Quay, man, you changed, man. I put my money up for LeBron. He gives me my money worth. Yes, Lord. He never disappoints. Well, I'm just saying, like, y'all just gotta. Come on, you know for a fact. 150 points. What are you talking about? Of course y'all won. When I called yesterday. Oh my god. Quay, it's called running somebody off the 3-point line. It's called nigga, listen, shut the fuck up, listen. Damn, it's called running somebody off the 3-point line. What do you think LeBron them did to the Warriors that year? They ran them off the 3-point line, make them finish at the rim. It don't make me no difference no matter shit. I'm not scared. I know what the results gonna be at the end of this year. Pretty much. And I'll put hey, anybody want to bet? I'm all up for the bets. Real shit. I'm just saying. And that go for Godly and R. If anybody want, matter of fact, watch this. I'll put it in the group chat right now.
Y'all almost lost them, and they didn't even have a player. All they played.
They beat them with their players. So what you talking about? They played before the quarantine. Who didn't he beat them with them? He beat them with them. He beat them with them. He beat them with Lou. He beat them with Lou. He beat them with Lou. So what is your excuse? No, nigga, that was before the quarantine. What are you talking about? It's the same exact team. What are you talking about? That's the same exact team. Look how you fucking sound. Look how you sound. Look how you sound, you dumbass. Oh my lord. This nigga just literally said that. I can't believe that is the most Kool-Aid shit I've ever heard in my motherfucking life. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Nigga, you just said, oh, we beat them with a full roster a long time ago. Nigga, that was the last game before the quarantine. What are you talking about?
Alright, what up? That is fact. It's a whole different game, whole different thing.
So, okay, so what changed besides today? What changed besides today? What? No! Take it to the kitchen! I'm talking to Ivan. Sir, I'm saying the fact that we beat them with their full roster already. What's the difference? What was the difference? It was harder the first time. There was a crowd. There was an audience. Matter of fact, let's see y'all play the Clippers first. I want to see what y'all do. Oh, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. A long time ago. A long time ago. LeBron has the last win on Kawhi. Nigga. Then you had I called. You talking about me talking down on the Rockets? I wasn't talking down on the Rockets. I called you last night. And I told you the bad shit about LeBron before I even said anything good about the Lakers. You said what? Before I start saying the good shit last night? Yes. Nigga, I literally said I hate that LeBron is being so passive as a bitch. I remember what I said because I know what I said. Hey Jay, go down. We a little too hot, buddy. I'm just saying. But it'll be the only thing we gotta worry about is the Lakers. I put this on my daddy, so I put this on Jaheim. I'm not. I put this on my son. We're not. Yeah, we can go get him. I put this on my son. I am not scared of the Rockets. Well, I promise that. I put this on Jaheim. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about him.
He had RPG. Let's go.
I put this on my son.
Oh,
nothing in my head is saying that.
Somebody's here. Somebody's here.
Hey, he's low. He's low.
I'm hitting minis real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey Jay, he's right here.
Yeah, somebody, his teammates on me.
I'm finna shake him down.
Almost got his teammate. I got him.
Alright, cool.
Yo, we had a gold charge shotgun, man.
I'm good. I gotta go attack. I ain't dropping that.
Nah, I'm fine. Nigga, fuck, I'm going with this gold charge shotgun. Probably do so. I got chug splashes.
Hey, I got some over here too.
Alright.
I just threw you a med kit.
I got it. Okay.
There's the minis over here. It's a blue tag. It's a blue AR. Chugs. Just everything you need.
Appreciate it. You need mats or ammo?
Yeah, I'm decent.
Oh. Honest, right? Yep, top of the hill.
Yep.
I don't think that they.
Hey, it's a jump pad at the top. It's a jump pad at the top. We can jump pad and get him.
He building to me right now.
Alright, bet. I'm gonna get him.
Alright, go ahead. He's in here. Hit him for a lot. Bro, I'm about to put this shit down, bro. I forgot I had this shit. Fucking attack.
Damn, what them chug splashes at now?
I got one right here.
Alright, bet. Oh, yeah, I was just about to say hold them in there.
Let me going back to get this RPG I saw. What kind of meds are you carrying?
I got a big 3 flop and 6 minis.
Here's a big right here if you want to carry that.
Alright, bet. We can jump pad towards the circle.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna shoot these minis. Matter of fact, let me get the big pots. I'm gonna drop these minis.
I can't hold no minis.
Grassy.
Well, shit, I'm gonna go over here and see what else I can hold.
You see upgrade station?
Maybe.
Any of those portable ones? They
No,
dropped
I dropped one.
Okay.
Fuck, I hold the hunting rifle.
Yeah, you probably jumped a while ago then. Yeah.
Yeah, I just hold the hunting rifle. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna jump at.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh yeah, I see it.
Sorry, here.
I will pop a cap up off in your ass, Michael. It took you long enough. Oh, so you want me to attitude? You gonna act like you're not gonna let me out? Oh, wow. Really? That's what we doing? Oh, okay, so you gonna get my
I
face.
get that fucking. Okay, there. I guess that's the way. I keep hearing somebody landing beside me, like glitching or some shit.
Stop playing with me, Michael. Stop playing with me, okay? Don't play with me.
You got rocket ammo? Oh, somebody got that boy up. Yeah, I'm good on rocket ammo. I'm maxed out. Just see you got some extra.
Oh, let's go. Let's get to the reboot van. Let's get to the reboot van.
Right there. Yeah.
Hey, they finna rotate in the circle, so he's not gonna have a lot of time. So what we'll do, we'll get right in front of them to where they're gonna be headed. Wait, did they just get in that plane?
I don't know if that's
Oh no, they're right here.
One just went inside.
Oh wait, that's 2 teams.
Southwest.
That's 2 teams.
Yeah.
2 teams.
Yeah. Wanna push that or what?
Nah.
Alright, let's keep backing up.
Let's just get in the circle.
Yeah.
Hey, when we get in the circle, throw me a big pot.
Alright, here you go. Oh, and surf got
Cause it's gonna be a 2 tick. They're all gonna be fighting in the storm, so
it's
I'll take that.
up top, northeast. On the tree, 2 of them.
Oh, what? Oh, he's low. He's low. Knock.
That one's got RPG.
He's right here.
That's 115. He's low. He's low. I got him. We're good.
He hit that shot?
Yeah,
I need that big pot.
There you go. Yeah, oh yeah, shit. Yeah,
We gotta get ready for the other team.
you got the floppers?
Yeah.
Grassy.
Oh,
Alright, cool.
Where's my minis?
go to the rock to get out here.
I don't know. Okay, I see him.
RPGs.
They're right here.
Alright. Start going in a little bit.
Oh yes.
Upgrade station. Oh, they got a lot of RPGs. Yeah, I'll take that chest.
Oh, I can hold this.
Alright, cool. Go ahead then.
Let's do it. Oh, we gotta rotate. Let's go.
I got 2 launch pads.
All right, cool. Somebody fighting in retail.
You got any?
What?
Launch pads.
No.
Take this one then.
Somebody's fighting in retail.
Alright, cool. Team should be coming from my right? Should be right here. Checking my Hondas. From negative. They just got done building that shit. Where they at? That should be close.
Hey, look, they're on top of that mountain. They're right here.
Alright.
There should be a team like right here in this area.
They're here. Behind us. Northwest. They're trying to sneak up. See them builds right there? They just built, yeah. Oh, you probably hit him.
I thought I would.
Yeah. Charged it up. Oh, he charged it up on me. Fuck, he's trying to finish. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
He must have had a gold one or some shit.
He
Jesus.
really just did that?
Oh, he had kits. Oh my god. That nigga didn't even charge for that long. Jeez Louise.
Oh, hold on. I wonder if I can get your card and get you up.
If you go quick, yeah. That nigga did that shit quick. Good lord. Oh,
Oh, damn. I'm dead.
you gotta. Oh, you gotta.
I'm dead.
That's so.
There's no way.
Oh shit, bro. How the fuck he charged that shit up so fast? I wanna boost one more time.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think there's no way I'm gonna get you up. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Soon as somebody about to come, I'm gonna get up out of here.
Maybe you might make that. Oh shit, nigga.
I dropped 2 mats just in case. Right on. Jump down. Jump down. Watch it. I'm gonna jump ahead. I'm gonna get us out of here.
Alright.
Where you at? Come here.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. Yeah,
Where are you?
in the back.
Okay, good. That's why I dropped you that brick.
Alright, cool. Appreciate it. Alright.
Okay.
Gotta get somebody to take all this shit.
Alright. I have this for you.
Grassy.
I have no HP.
This one's coming.
Hey, let's try to push this house right here. See if there's some bandages in there.
Shit, nigga, just.
I pray that there's some bandages in there.
Right here.
Oh, bet.
Oh, I hear. Put this my shit real quick. Finally got attacked. Yeah, bitch ass
Cool.
nigga.
Oh, man.
We got guns in here. You got any ammo?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Grassy.
Oh, damn. Oh, I need the rocket launch ammo.
There you go.
Pick up the shotgun ammo.
Grassy. Oh shit, 2 more teams.
Here, I can give you more mats. I
I appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Hey, here, you can get my launch pad.
Alright.
Oh, I can give you both. I'm gonna give you both.
Okay, cool. Getting footsteps.
Oh my god, it won't let me out. What? Okay, I see it. Oh, 49 blue. Headshot.
See his partner. Oh, what the
33.
fuck? Good shit. Honestly, they don't look that good. Look how slow he building. Oh, you missed that one. Y'all, you wanna push that shit?
Let's get out of here. Jump pad away.
Alright.
Jump pad away.
Oh my.
God. Whoa. Bro, I don't know how I'm still alive.
How the fuck?
I have no more heals. I've been sit down somewhere, man.
There.
Alright.
Right in front of us.
Oh.
Shit, we kinda in the middle, ain't we? Oh shit!
49 blue. Who you got shot by? Who you got shot
The
by?
same person you shooting at, they shot the shit, got me right in time.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to get you up.
Right, you go ahead and dip behind
Yep,
you.
there's no way they're not gonna let me get you up.
Let me just go ahead.
They're not gonna let me
so
get you
I
up.
my fucking, you can get this launch pad up. Oh shit, yeah. Damn, I think we should just push
I should've
that
got out of
first
there. I should've got out of there.
I don't think that team right there is good. Not this team, but I think they're pretty bad. Right here, these niggas they fighting. They finna fight.
Yeah.
They just, yeah, they pretty trash. I don't want to see them fight. Wait, is it just this one dude? Where's he made at? Yeah, they just spamming. That's all they doing.
I love oh my god. That's all this.
He trying to box fight. Yeah, they trash, bro. Look at this.
No,
They
definitely.
can't do nothing else but spam. Look at this shit. Yeah, you need to go get them. They finna get cracked. We finna just start pushing this, bro. Oh shit.
No. No.
Let's go.
Isaiah, stop moving around, man.
Yeah, Tim, we just start pushing niggas, bro. On Pleasant?
That was bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I should have just clutched that game. I should have just clutched it.
We should just start pushing, bro.
It was so much more work for me to get you up and all that instead of just clutching it myself.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. Did anybody come here?
Nah, bro, we gotta start landing a little close to the battle bus. Get some more heat.
Huh?
We gotta start landing a little close to the battle bus. Get some more heat.
Well, the Game of Thrones finale happened last night, and pretty much everybody f***ing hates it, including me.
It's like the news, but for nerds. Subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Today's shout out goes to RJ Strahan. Indeed, the last Nolan Batman film did come out in 2012, and that is crazy. I can't believe it's been that long. We'll do another nerd card question at the end of this video. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday to you. I'm, of course, Josh, and this is the Den of Nerds and Game of Thrones, though. I mean, Game of Thrones. So here's the thing, we're going to talk about the ending, why people are so pissed, and what it means for the future of Game of Thrones and Star Wars in this video, but we're also going to do a fan chat live later today at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This video is going to be spoiler filled, that fan chat's going to be spoiler filled. If you haven't seen Game of Thrones, the finale, then get out of here. But if you have, enjoy this video, come back later. We got a lot of time to do, a lot of questions to be answered, so I think this fan chat's going to be cathartic. Maybe fun. Okay, it happened. We gotta talk about the fallout. This season of Game of Thrones has been vocally disliked by a large portion of the Game of Thrones fan base. The petition to have this season stripped from canon and remade with competent writers is over 1 million signatures. And a lot of people were anticipating last night's episode saying, well, you know, one of two things can happen here. It could, you know, piss people off even more, or hey, maybe it'll be amazing, you know, sort of redeem some of the stuff that people have had problems with. And in full transparency, although I do feel like the show has been rushed and certain things are just kind of getting pushed away as they're not important and they don't have the time to do them, I actually have been a fan of this season. I've liked everything that has happened in every single episode up until last night. And people pretty much hate this ending. I mean, there's countless articles about this. If you look things up on social media, you'll see a lot of vitriol. You can see on Rotten Tomatoes what happened with the rating for this show. And even looking at the IMDb ratings, look at what happened with this season, and particularly, look at what happened with last night's finale. People are pissed. And on top of all of that, there was another continuity issue. There was a water bottle in the big scene, the big meeting where everybody decides who.
Damn, so what, they just covered this big ass shield up, covered the thing up under the thing?
Story, like the news of all of it, is that the most popular show of all time had its last season mired in controversy and complaints, and had one of the most
it is 12 o'clock at night. Calm down.
that I can think of in modern pop culture history. And there's very little people online, even people like myself, who have defended the show, especially last season and this season. There are very few people out there willing to defend this particular ending. And yeah, I'm talking about King Bran. Like, what the f? Now, there are several big conversations going on at once because of what happened, because, I mean, it did happen, so now we're sort of thinking about the future and other things. So, the three big things people are talking about is, number one, is this George's ending? And unfortunately, I think that it is George's ending. And the truth is, I think when they sat down, and I mean, by they, I mean Dan and Dave sat down with George to talk about the ending and some of the crazy twists that would be happening, I believe they were pretty much given these general that Dany would turn and, you know, kill everybody in King's Landing, that Jon would then kill her, that Bran would become king, and that Jon would be exiled and take the Black. Now, this actually has historical precedent for some English history that actually deals with something very similar like this, where a rightful king is literally exiled. And George, you know, talking about nuclear weapons and war and the nature of humanity and how people are flawed. All of this is Game of Thrones in the sense that it's sort of dissatisfying, it's not idealistic, you know, it's not Tolkien kind of stuff. I get that. But at the end of the day, what I think happened here is George really shocked Dan and Dave when he told them this ending. And I almost feel like they were like, man, no matter what, people are going to hate this ending. And I almost think it might have something to do with why they were because they simply wanted to get that. So basically, like, that's a big conversation out there. Some people think that George will change the ending, that he was sort of testing the audience with what Dan and Dave did, and he might change it now to make it more satisfying. It will probably be explained a lot better in the books. There'll be a lot more character development. A lot of these things will probably make more sense when we get point of view chapters. I'm really excited to see if there's a Bran point of view chapter. Like, is he truly like a villain, or what's going on with that?
Press the
Yeah, I think
escape
this
button.
is George's ending, but that's one of the
No,
conversations
over there.
being had. Another conversation I
Look, Ivan, over there.
why was this so
Go up.
rushed? So there are people out
Left.
there reporting that Dan and Dave were
One
offered
more.
to make
Right
10
there.
seasons of 10 episodes, and they
Oh, shit, here.
declined, and they decided to do the shortened season last season, and then the super shortened season this season. And the talk online right now, the predominant talk, is that they rushed to
56.
get to Star Wars. That essentially Kathy Kennedy came to them, had the idea to do the Star Wars thing, and
Oh, I
they
almost
looked at
had
what HBO was offering, was time to renew contract, and almost like a person that's really talented on like a sports team, they just saw another opportunity
Dude, how
to
many-
get more money and be on a more championship team. It's like they
Man, they
wanted
keep
that
hitting me
really
with those
bad.
fucking shits,
So Kathy came to them and they were like, okay, well, we can wrap it.
God, bro, I'm about to
Oh,
die
he got a
fucking
good
stink,
shot
bro. They
in.
keep hitting me with the stink bombs. They kept hitting me with the stink bombs.
No matter what, and so
They had like 9 of them. Jesus.
do this thing, and then we're out, and they can do what they want from there. This
I'm on
is
a
really
match.
something we heavily focus
Yeah,
on
so-
in the fan chat too. I still have to sort of wrap my head around it, but that's a huge conversation being had out there online. So you should be aware.
Wow,
The third
bro.
conversation is like, should Dan
Ivan,
and
wait.
Dave do
Stink
Star
bombs
Wars now?
now.
There are people
God.
literally so upset with what has happened in the
What?
last season of Game of Thrones, and so dissatisfied
Oh, my
with
goodness,
this
dog.
ending that they're like,
Dumbest shit.
don't
Nah,
give Dan and
fuck
Dave
that,
Star Wars. We've had enough
Fuck
turmoil
that,
with
nigga.
subverting our expectations in Star Wars.
Oh
I don't want those
my
guys
God,
doing
how
Star
many
Wars. And again,
stink
this is something
bombs
we'll go
you
over in the
niggas
fan
got?
chat. I have to wrap my head around it because ultimately I do still want them to do Star Wars, but I definitely have a bad taste in my mouth. So I don't know. Gotta figure it out. Now, I'm sure that we're going to get a lot of answers for some of these questions and the conversations that are being had out there next week when Dan and Dave do the sort of big documentary where they're going to break down, you know, the show, making of the show, what the ending was like and what it was like to end the most popular show of all time. Because they didn't even come out and do their little explanation at the end of the show, which is funny because I was like, yeah, they might subvert our expectations by just not doing that. And I was joking when I said it, and then they did. Now, before we get out of here, I do want to say it wasn't all bad. There's a lot of redeeming qualities for this ending specifically, and I think for the show, the way that the show went.
Get in here.
I saw
Don't get
someone
back
on
out this
Reddit
room.
say this, and I thought it was really poignant. They said that this show feels almost like it's the legend version of these events, like this is how it's being told to us by some crazy storyteller, because you're just hitting like the bass beats and all this stuff is happening. It's really shocking. It's just there in your face, and you don't even get time to sort of move on, and it's kind of ridiculous, you know? So it feels like a legend story, which I think isn't bad. Like when you remember back to the story, it's almost like this prequel effect where the execution wasn't there, but when you think back to the basic beats in the story, you will remember it fondly, and you'll be like, this was good. Like this had me intrigued.
Gotta go get some more yogurt.
Things, you know? So that's good. I think Dani's ending makes sense. I know they rushed it in the show and her turn was, you know, kind of crazy and shocking to people, but I don't think that's bad. That's good television, shocking people. And I think that many of us saw that coming from a mile away. And John killing her, it's poetic. It makes sense. Like, he has to do the right thing. Unfortunately, the right thing is to kill Dany. Drogon's ending makes sense for me. I know people are complaining about him like melting the throne. I think dragons are smart. I've always sort of thought they were smarter than they let on. And I think he knew that that greed for the throne had destroyed her and that her wish was sort of to destroy it anyway. And so
That nigga's stupid.
Go sweating.
Okay, cool. These niggas dumb as shit.
Welcome back to Nerdrotic, everybody. My name is Gary Beekler, and I come to you from nerdrotic.com, and I am live in San Francisco, California, and I am with the future ruler of planet Earth and surrounding systems, Dictor Van Doomcock. How are you, sir?
I am so goddamn angry that I just finished yelling into a microphone for about 8 minutes in the bathroom before I got on here so that I could go ahead and not just lapse into a profanity-laced rant that would just get your channel banned. I am so goddamn disgusted, Gary, on so many levels. It is just as bad as all the spoilers out there. Actually, it's worse. You know, there's going to be spoilers here, people.
Yeah,
just
spoilers.
So you know. Spoilers. Spoilers. Nothing but spoilers. And get ready now. Look, for them to make Daenerys Targaryen go absolutely bug shit insane. I mean, I'm talking about like Humphrey Bogart in the Kane Mutiny insane, and just deciding burn them all after everything is already won was a goddamn disgrace. Why the fuck did we watch this thing for 8 years? If they're not even going to have the real characters show up at the end.
Well, that especially, yes, that I think everything this episode was sums up what the series has turned into. It's just gone to hell. And maybe, again, I will preface, this is how it ends in the books. Maybe this is...
Yo, why you
they
one shot on me?
out. That's what George said they were heading towards. But
this guy's
we
on
have
like 12
to,
health.
the context
Right
of
where
that
I
is
am, my
we
card,
only
right, my
have
card.
two
Oh,
books
you
building up
he's
to
getting
it, which maybe makes some
Dude's
kind
here,
of
right?
sense. But when you cram it into 6 episodes, and honestly, one, they crammed it into one episode. She turned last episode. If you thought Anakin turning and, you know, is like, hey, Obi-Wan, you're my best friend, and killing younglings 15 minutes later, that's nothing compared to this.
He was at a
No, nothing. I mean, we've been 8 years on this shit, and for her to have been so damn hell-bent on being regal, on being noble, on making this a planet for the small people, being the champion of the common man, and then to barbecue said common men in a you know, rampant weenie roast of destruction, that where they reuse shots, by the way. It was just all the same. I mean, dude.
This video is brought to you by Winterwood Games. Stick around to the end of the video to find out more about Winterwood and their unique line of products. So, here we are. We're now living in a post-Game of Thrones world, and I'll be honest, it feels pretty weird. This show has been a main staple of pop culture for almost a decade, and the joy or outrage it sparked across that time is unparalleled with any other TV show that's existed in my lifetime. And across the final 6 episodes, I think it's fair to say that the joy to outrage ratio was significantly tipped in one direction. Just to be clear, this is not going to be a video where I go through every episode and talk about every dumb thing that happened and rant endlessly, because there are already dozens, if not hundreds of videos like that available on YouTube right now. Because there were dozens, if not hundreds, of terribly stupid things that happened this season, and pretty much every single one has already been pointed out and harpooned, and also I don't want to just complain, because I like Game of Thrones. I've always liked it. Even when watching the final season, I was consistently engaged and curious because I care about this world and these characters. So I want to evaluate Season 8 in a more retrospective and general context, because I believe this season was the ending the show was building to in terms of quality, at least across the past 2 seasons. That may sound controversial, so I'll hit you with an even more controversial thesis to make my thoughts clear. Season 8 of Game of Thrones was never going to be good. Let's start back at the beginning, or at least my beginning with this show. I started watching Game of Thrones before Season 5 came out, so I binged through the best period of the show all at once, and I absolutely loved it. Even with a general awareness about certain story beats, character journeys, and or deaths that came from simply being on the internet while Game of Thrones existed, the big moments hit hard, and I couldn't wait to see what would happen next. It wasn't until after Season 6 that I started reading books, and reading them actually gave me a new appreciation for how the show captured the spirit of the story while restructuring.
No, he one shot. He one shot.
Never losing the core of A Song of Ice and Fire along the way. To me, the core of the series has always been.
I'm about to say I hit him for 4 times.
Consequences are rarely important in fantasy stories, and while you get some moral grayness and allegiance switching here and there, the lines between good and evil are usually drawn fairly clearly. George R.R. Martin was very aware of the traditions of fantasy when he was crafting Westeros, so he took a more nuanced approach to his characters.
And all this stuff about the Dark Lord is rising in the north, and you know the good guys are getting together to fight, handsome guys in white cloaks fighting really ugly guys.
I can't steal myself. I had powers to heal myself. Remember the nights I killed myself? Now I thought us to be the best.
Have the capacity for good. All of us.
In A Song of Ice and Fire, there aren't really any clear good guys or bad guys. It's more about nuanced political maneuvering. Takes a back seat because of that. Even though the Starks are framed by the narrative as moral and good, their stubbornness in the face of the world they enter is ultimately their downfall, and it's hard for the viewer to accept that they cause their own downfalls. And even though the Lannisters are often framed as closer to villains than heroes, they're still some of the most complex and layered characters in the show, and it's hard not to root for them at times. Again, it all comes back to consequences.
I'm gonna turn up with these superpowers,
Jon Snow, Tyrion Lannister, Jaime Lannister, Tywin Lannister, Cersei Lannister, Joffrey Baratheon, Oberyn Martell, and many more all make made mistakes and pay for them. Each of their actions and consequences have fallen, big and small, which inspires further action and further consequence. And the last moment where the idea of consequence had any real significance was the death of Jon Snow at the end of Season 5. Which was then undone at the beginning of Season 6. Speaking of Season 6, that's where we can start to track Game of Thrones' gradual shift in quality. Season 6 was the first season that was written without any book material as a source, and it's important to consider that there were, and still are, no new books in sight.
Now,
I like Season 6 a lot. I think it's paced very well, the characters still feel true to themselves, and the 1-2 punch of the Battle of the Bastards and the Winds of Winter are without a doubt some of the best TV ever produced. And sure, maybe it just seemed better in comparison to the boring slog of Season 5, but still. As Season 6 was coming out, I saw some very noticeable changes across the episodes, and some creative choices that very much informed where the show was heading in terms of quality. Game of Thrones, as an adaptation, has always been very efficient in its simplifications, and I think across seasons 1 through 4, showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, who I'll refer to as D&D from here on out, did a fantastic job. Season 5 was a little shaky, but to be fair, they were trying to pare down roughly 2,000 pages of book into 10 episodes, so not the easiest thing in the world. With Season 6, there was a very deliberate shift towards traditional blockbuster storytelling rather than the more low-key, dialogue-heavy storytelling of the books and the show. The show still felt like Game of Thrones, but characters started doing increasingly dangerous things without any consequences or getting critically wounded and just walking it off. Plot armor never really existed in Game of Thrones, except for Bronn, maybe, but now it was all over the place. As this was happening, the lines between good and evil became more clearly defined. You were obviously supposed to love Jon and hate Ramsay, love Daenerys and hate Cersei, love Arya and hate Euron, etc. The sense of a multiplicity of perspectives kind of faded away. The show didn't humanize the villains at all, and the heroes were deified more. In this season, the show also seemed more self-aware of its own reputation as a giant culture, trying to entertain an enormous audience rather than a niche one. The action sequences had been getting steadily bigger and more impressive with every season, but Season 6 was the first time it felt like the show was building towards the action as the main focus, rather than focusing on the drama around it. There was also a noticeable increase in comedy, but without the same wit and bite the characters had before, especially Tyrion. To be fair, this was a result of the writers not having any book dialogue to work with, but to me, it felt like simplification was beginning to border on
that nigga Eli said couple more dual matches my ass.
Game of Thrones was going to be a different show without the books, and I could live with that. It was still great TV,
and then Eli said couple more matches my ass.
Plot armor, the dumbing down of the story and characters, and increasing focus on humor and action weren't the end of the
he's bouncing.
There you go. Just the beginning. Season 6 was a warning shot.
He gone. Fuck that.
I want to go get his ass.
Season 7 is garbage. I
Let's go
didn't
get his
like it
ass.
when it came
Fuck
out,
it.
and I don't like
I
it
still got my marker
I made a
thing.
video after Season
So I see
7
him.
focused on the idea that
And I
spectacle
still got
was
2 more, so I
overtaking
found
the
them in later.
storytelling of Game of Thrones, and I
I
stand
know
by
he's a
that
solo.
100%. This
But
season
when
just
they
kind of
fight,
meanders
it's trying to
along,
show
and the
these
only
niggas
points where it
who's
has
boss.
any energy are when big battles are happening.
Oh!
Everything was rushed and truncated, mainly as a result of the season only being 7 episodes long rather than the usual 10. Why wasn't I more concerned when D&D announced they were ending the show in 13 episodes?
Fighting right there.
Why didn't I think that was a bad
Yeah.
idea? As much as I like
I'm
it
gonna throw
when
these
TV
grenades in
shows
there.
are wrapped up well and not stretched out
Oh, let's do it.
unnecessarily, too little story can be just as big of a problem as too much.
Alright, let him in now.
The main problem with the show at this point was that it was being constructed around
Right here.
original material from the writers, as well as notes from George
Let him
Martin
go, let
about
him
how
go.
the story was
Alright, good.
allegedly going to develop in his books. So while I'm sure
Oh, behind me,
he
shit.
wanted to be true to Martin's ideas and plans for the story,
Oh, hey, watch it.
they have a very
Yeah.
different storytelling style from Martin, and that dissonance had grown increasingly obvious as the two versions of the story
Oh.
diverged. The show was shifting towards a much more traditional, grand,
Fighting one right
epic
now.
fantasy
I'm popping a
series,
big.
and the attempts
Oh,
to
shit, they kept
recapture the
fucking
political
hitting that
maneuvering
thing.
felt embarrassingly off. The entire subplot with Sansa, Arya, and Littlefinger was so dumb. I just...
Damn it, I missed.
You get right now?
hate it. Again, the show
One of the
seemed to
dudes
be
is coming
aware of its
towards
own
me.
reputation,
Alright.
and in season
I'll
7,
take
it
it, though.
really started playing to its audience rather than staying true
Are you
to
fucking
its
kidding me?
source. And there's nothing wrong with that, in theory. When long-running TV shows approach their end, they tend to get a little sentimental and retrospective. But Game of Thrones never felt like it needed that. I wouldn't say season 7 rewarded characters for their decisions, but they definitely didn't face many consequences. Jon got tackled
get
into
to
a
you.
frozen lake
Almost had a
and was
match there.
surrounded by the entire
Oh,
army of
93?
dead and still made it back home because one guy slowed down the wipes for like 2 seconds. Characters
Got
did
one down.
increasingly stupid things and were
That
saved
was
at
pretty
the
close
very
to me. I
last
see it right
minute.
here.
And if this show had still been the real Game of Thrones, characters would have died in these scenarios. By the end
Bro,
of
this-
season 7, the show had
On.
Did I hit him?
clearly
Yeah,
transformed
we got
into
him.
something
Jesus.
different, something more conventional and more focused
Oh!
on entertainment than anything.
Jesus,
Now,
bro.
I
I'm
generally like
down now,
watching
bro.
reaction
I'm on
videos
11,
that
bro.
I enjoy.
I got
fan
minis for you,
excitement
bro.
over big moments, and I really enjoy
Look at all
sharing
this
them
shit
on
right
our
here.
channel. So this isn't me attacking
You got a
those guys,
charge
Why
shotgun
not?
here. Yeah,
but they're
charge
kind
shotgun
of
right
the
there.
greatest
Ooh.
example of how this show fell apart.
I ain't gonna lie, this is a
Provoking
one and
these
a
kinds of
option,
reactions
only option
is
in
not
case
what
I'm
made
take this.
Game of Thrones work.
Got
It was
one,
everything but
launch
that.
pad.
It was the kind of show you
Wait,
had
is
to
that-
pay
never
close
mind.
attention to, following the schemes and plans of
Charge
various
him like a
characters and
lazy
tracking
she go blow
complex
his head
emotional
smooth
arcs.
off.
And then it became
Keep
a
that
show
bitch
where a
on me
bunch of
'cause
people
I
could
need
watch it in the
it. Heard
bar
I got
and
'em
scream and
heated.
cheer for minutes on end and miss nothing. And that's a
Hey,
shame.
that's not
If anything,
bandages.
season 7 seemed directed towards viewing the
I'm
show
trying to
like
show
that,
these
just
niggas
big,
who's boss.
exciting blockbuster
That's some more
entertainment.
it's some more,
And there's
it's like
nothing wrong
8
with
more
that,
minutes
but
right here.
it's not what the show started out as at all. By the end of the season, the show felt completely different, but the stage was set for an exciting, interesting culmination in season 8.
Yeah,
I liked
yeah, I
where
got
the
one
characters
launch pad.
were, I
Still
just
making
wasn't a big fan of how they got there. My only
looking
hope
for
was
some
that season 8
heals.
would give us all a good ending, and tie up the few plot threads that remained in a satisfying way. Or maybe in a very unsatisfying way, because Game of Thrones had never been about satisfying its audience in a traditional way. And I kind of got
Need to kill that person with the chill judge.
Yeah, nigga.
Through seasons 6
Big
and
pot.
7, the characters were reduced down to their most basic elements, and their handling in season 8 was very reflective of that. It felt like every character was reiterating the same point over and over again in every scene they were in, for no reason besides repetition.
Every track I get on, I be slaying.
Nobody was doing anything
I gotta start going towards circle,
There
G.
didn't appear to be
Oh, it's a
any
med kit right there,
planning or
bet.
strategy for anything,
On the med kit.
and despite the fact that there were 2 major battles that
She
took up
know I'm
almost
the
3
man,
hours
pussy
worth of
good.
screen
I
time,
like how she
it felt
roll
like the
and pop
heroes
it
just
like
kind of
a
made
man.
it up as they went.
Ooh,
Since
somebody
the
died
show
right
was
here.
no longer being driven by the characters,
Yeah,
but rather by
exactly.
spectacle, the characters were
But
left
this
without
ain't
much
it.
to
Ooh, we gotta
do.
go far.
Situations were contrived by which characters had the
That's a
illusion of
pussy, yo,
importance,
woozy
but
baby,
given
baby.
the impressive number of abandoned storylines in season 8, it was only an illusion. The characters at the
too
forefront of the
saucy, I got
story
your
were the
lady
only
dripping,
ones
keep
that
it dropping
did
on me, keep the
anything,
rocket
while
on me,
side
every
characters
brother
just
pull up
kind
like
of
McGrady
showed up
with
and
it.
talked to them occasionally,
Joe,
and
I
then
be crying on my
left
shoulder.
and died
I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't pull
As
up.
for
I
the
was too
main
focused on
characters,
getting
nobody
my
had time
dough
to
up.
properly
It's done to
develop
me 'cause I'm a
believable
soldier.
dynamics
Gotta be there for my kids when they
relationships.
grow
Jon
up.
and Daenerys didn't have a deep, meaningful
Everybody better be
relationship.
listening
They
to
just
show
told us
up.
they did and expected us to believe it. And sure, the entirety of episode 2 was devoted to characters bonding and reminiscing, but I found that episode mostly boring, and any development that happened between characters was dropped by episode 4. The characters weren't active participants in any aspect of the story except for
Shout out to my
battles.
fans.
Cersei, who previously orchestrated the empowerment of the fake militant and destroyed the sept of
If
Baelor
you
to
didn't
eliminate her
know,
enemies,
well, here
just
I
kind
am.
of stood
I'm the
around
man.
and then
Women on
died.
my
This
dick,
level of
they know
acid,
who.
which can also be seen in characters
Well, actually,
like
yeah,
Jon,
I got this
Tyrion,
shit.
and Jaime felt so
Was
untrue
you
to
good?
those characters.
Oh, you got that
I was
jump
gonna
at
launch
that.
that. I
Tyrion,
was
who was
gonna launch
previously
that.
one of the most
We can
intelligent
probably better make
characters
it
on the show, but
Oh,
made
we good.
stupid
We good.
decision after stupid decision throughout season 8
Actually, we can get in
and
this stream
also
down.
season 7. Because
I'm
when you
the
really
man,
think
I'm the
about it,
man.
if characters were
Just admit
actually
that I am.
intelligent, the story
The ball.
couldn't have unfolded this way. As a result of the generally lazy writing this
I'm trying to
season,
laser.
the decisions that characters made almost always
the wrist
made
for them
no
bad.
sense. So, when the big emotional moments had to happen, they didn't quite land because a character's
Fuck.
actions leading up to them were either
another
illogical
boat.
or rushed to a conclusion that felt unnatural. And after the Battle of Winterfell,
Two boats.
every character seemed
Yeah.
invincible.
30
Almost
blue.
everyone was trapped in a situation where they certainly should have been dead at some point. point. Characters were were either completely surrounded by or buried by zombies at different points in the episode, and yet they were still able to escape when one
57. Hey, use that jump pad.
As a result,
play
it
the
should have
jump
been
pad.
the most epic, heartbreaking, destructive
Play the jump pad.
show. Ended up
Right here,
killing
bro.
4 or 5 side
where I am.
characters, and no,
Go ahead.
I don't care about Jorah. And
Oh, they're
Jorah
fighting
was
too
trying to
perfect.
kill
Yeah,
a
they're fighting
giant
too
zombie
perfect.
because fans
Cool.
thought she was
I'm
really
there.
funny in one scene, 2 seasons
Let's
ago.
get it.
Along with Bronn, there was
Got
no
one.
real reason for Lyanna to be a
They're still
role
fighting.
that fans like her, and that's pretty antithetical to how Game of Thrones used to work.
Putting a lot of pressure
Ultimately,
in
I
front.
think the show wanted to have its cake and eat it too. It
Knock
wanted
one.
the reputation
That's
for
it.
killing characters, but also wanted to keep the real fan favorites alive. Again, the show was playing to its audience more than
Got him.
staying
Oh,
true
you
to its
got him.
own story and tone.
Sorry,
And
guys,
the
yeah.
way the story ended is
I gotta
very
go
indicative
Kent. I
of
gotta
that.
Kent you, man.
Plus, the fact that Clegane Bowl actually happened is hilarious. It was a joke.
Damn, I popped the fuck out of
We were
that.
joking. The fact that the characters were pretty much useless by the end happened because the structure of the story was so fractured, a problem that starts from the bedrock of the writing.
Hey, you pick this rocket ammo up. I can't carry it.
Like I mentioned before, these final few seasons were written based on ideas from George Martin
Oh,
about
yeah.
where the story in the books is apparently heading.
You need,
I have no
mats
doubt
or
that
ammo?
most, if not all, of the big moments and
man,
character
nah,
we got
I'll
in
be
the season
alright.
finale were based on Martin's ideas. However, I suspect that these ideas were given to D&D looking like this, and they had to figure out how to get
Oh,
them
Tesla.
to the end of season 6, which was more than a little bit of a jump in some places. But that's not impossible, except they only wanted to do 13 more episodes, which, again, I
It's
don't know
a
why I
purple
didn't get more nervous
char-
about that.
charge
They
over.
probably should have taken a few more seasons or episodes to tell this story properly, which Martin and HBO were
gotta get
willing
this
to
circle.
give them, and I
Come on
get
this
it.
way.
They've been working on this one project for a
Oh,
decade,
shit.
and they want to move on creatively.
Trying to fight you.
But if that's the case, then maybe
Oh, my
leave
goodness.
the show to new
Come
showrunners.
on.
Give them an idea of where the story should
I
go
thought it
and how to get there, then go make some Star Wars movies. But hey, this was their show, and they should be allowed to
I'm
end
done
it
like
on
a
their
basket.
terms, and they did. The only
Man,
problem is
I
that it
just never
came way
do it,
too
make a
fast.
bed right.
Again, the endings they were given probably looked something like this, and they had to get there in 13 episodes. Except the characters, as established by the end of season 6, didn't really fit those
Sorry about it.
endings.
Behind you.
But in the span of
Here.
only 13 episodes,
I finished
they
just in
had to
time.
get there. Maybe they should have made.
Hey,
a
but
few
he's just
more
getting out the storm, so he doesn't have much
episodes. If I'm
help.
right, and if these character conclusions are planned for the books, I'm pretty confident they'll be executed in a way that
I got
makes
him. One
sense
shot.
based on how that story develops. As for the show, well, Daenerys
Hey, bud.
changed from a
Let's
ruthless
get out
but
here.
merciful queen to a
Yeah.
genocidal maniac who killed hundreds of thousands of innocent people and
Hey,
wanted
I'm
to
finna place
conquer
this
the
launch
world.
pad.
And then
Go
she
ahead.
died. Jamie
Oh, well, I'm
reversed
finna
on
pop that minute
7
first.
seasons of character development and went back to Cersei and then died. And the most baffling of them all, Arya, who spends most of episodes 1 through 4 talking about how important it is for the Starks to stick together, abandons her family twice in a row. It felt like the big moments this season, the dramatic character moments that were supposed to hit the audience hard, were oriented around surprising the audience above all else. Things like Rhaegal being sniped out of the sky by scorpion cannons, Missandei being randomly captured and executed,
I send that
Varys
pussy
being
to
burned
heaven.
by Drogon because he
Hey, you
forgot
have
how
any
to be
wood?
sneaky, I guess. The logical explanations for these moments are
I wonder if that
flimsy
fucking,
at best, and when a show is
slug
built
truck is still
on
there.
logic and
I'm gonna go for this,
grounded human drama as heavily
Oh, it
as
is.
Game of
Slug truck's still
Thrones,
here.
you
24.
can't just throw that out the window at the last minute like it's Bran Stark.
Come this way, Taylor.
Speaking of which,
shit,
empty
nigga.
surprise can especially be
Yeah,
seen
truck.
Yeah,
in
wood.
who ends up sitting on the Iron Throne. Bran, who I certainly never
Hey,
would have
I'm about to go to
expected,
get this
but
cap
only
package.
because it's dumb, and also because it's really dumb. The idea to make Bran king was confirmed by Isaac Hempstead Wright to have come directly from George Martin, but I'm pretty sure whatever path the
Damn, I
books
ain't gonna lie, we
take
could really
will
get both of
flesh
these
out
care
that
packages.
decision a bit
Yeah, I
more,
grabbed the other
but
one.
even
I'm
in the
gonna hit that
show,
slug
it
truck right
could
there.
have
Okay.
worked. It may have been a more effective
Which-
conclusion if the writers hadn't treated Bran like a meme for
This
3
nigga.
seasons leading into it.
Wait, what the fuck?
Brand the Brit.
Yeah, Bran's story is so good we didn't see any of it for an entire season. I didn't even
I
think
didn't
there
know
would be
what
another one, because when Drogon burned the
Kiss
Iron
me
Throne, the
other.
coolest visual of
Bring your
the
head to
season
your
and one of the best
toes.
of the show,
This is how we went right
what
here.
that symbolically
Hey,
meant
let's go get
to
in that
me
fight.
was that the old monarchy system was being
shit,
destroyed,
I'm big.
burned away. See, Drogon understood the finer
I'm
points of
gonna send it
symbolic
to the
significance, but I guess the
dragon,
writers didn't,
yeah.
because having Bran be made king in the next scene of the episode
When I
kind of
hit
killed
it,
that
I'm gonna
significance.
kill it.
I'm not saying it's bad the show tried to surprise people. I'm saying they have to build to those surprises like the show had before. But they forgot about
24.
the building part.
Let's get this. I'm about to get to this truck.
But that's in a second.
When Game of Thrones
do the
first
storm
came
fighting.
out, it quickly gained a reputation for being a show
They changed
that
the color of
shocked
that shit.
viewers
I can't
and
see
subverted
shit now.
expectations at every turn. The death of Ned Stark, the Red Wedding, Joffrey's death, Jon's death,
Right here.
and countless other moments were built to naturally across the show. Again, the recurring thematic backbone of those events was
rocket ammo.
consequences. However, when
Yeah.
the show ran out of book material, it started to lean on the idea of shocking audiences and subverting expectations more and more, as if the idea of subversion is what people liked. But the build-up was just as crucial, leading the characters to those points through natural
45 white.
based on their personalities and the personalities of the characters.
He's gonna die.
around them.
He got knocked.
The world
Oh, I'm
they
getting shot
inhabit.
from somewhere else.
In
Oh, this
season
nigga
8, there's
in front
no
of me.
build-up.
36
Things
blue.
just happen as they need to happen to lead to a planned endpoint, strung together by some of the loosest logic I've ever seen, and, in some cases, not strung together at all. The show paid some lip service to Daenerys' turn to madness, but foreshadowing something in Season 2 doesn't mean a very sudden transformation is justified in the span of an hour in Season 2. The burning of King's Landing felt more like it was
43.
intended to surprise the
Backing
audience
up.
than
Hey, I just saw.
because that seems to be the motivation for any twist this season.
For, oh God, I think it's probably 3 years now or something, we've known that it was going to be Arya who delivers that fatal blow.
She seemed like the best
Knock.
candidate, provided we weren't thinking about her.
He was a dumbass for editing,
Kind of
coming in there.
expected, and Jon Snow has always been
Shake
the
down.
hero, the one who's been the savior, but it just didn't
So it's
seem
gonna be a
right.
2-1-1.
If the only reason for a major
Hold up,
story
nigga.
choice like
I
that
need some of that.
Oh shit!
Yo, this
My
nigga-
fault. I didn't even
This
know.
nigga
Take a
greedy
step
as
back and
hell,
think about the
bruh.
I didn't
It
know.
doesn't
Oh,
really
he
matter
dirty,
though,
y'all.
because despite being the
I
Dirty.
swear I did not know.
He dirty, y'all. He
entire
dirty,
show,
bro.
the Night
Oh,
King
here's
was
the rocket
killed in
ammo.
a very cheap,
Thank you,
easy
nigga.
way, and then never referenced again. It seems like D&D don't plan their stories out
It's a
too
2-1-1.
far in advance,
Let's go.
which is
They fight
fine.
right
You
there.
don't need to have every single beat of your story mapped out.
Oh, yeah,
they're
at the
fighting
start.
each other.
But A Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh,
never
let's
felt
do the Stormhold thing.
Everything felt
They gotta cut the storm
deliberate
anyway.
and intentional, even with surprising twists taking the
There he
story
is.
in new directions. Maybe sometime in the 2 years they took to make Season 8, D&D could have planned something, or made it cohesive at least. But no, instead they rushed towards an ending that ultimately felt unearned. It's not hard to surprise people with
2-1-1, let's get it.
storytelling, but it still has to make sense. The final note of Game of Thrones
Good shit.
Let's go, nigga.
positive. The tyrants
225 shot.
The good guys are in positions of ultimate power. Sansa is ruling the north, Bran is ruling what is now the Six Kingdoms, and Arya and Jon are able to go off and destroy the free world. At the beginning of Season 8, it was very clear who was supposed to be a hero and who was supposed to be a villain, and the heroes won.
Nigga
The only
like an
exception to this was
expert,
Daenerys,
yes,
but when she
sir.
died, she was very clearly framed as a villain, so my point still stands. And then there's the new small council, composed entirely of characters the audience likes, who all probably should have died at some other point this season, like the Battle of Winterfell. Why is Bronn Master of Coin? They say they need a Master of War. Just make Bronn Master of War. All he does is fight in wars. The more I think about this season, I don't get angrier, I'm just more disappointed. Because when you think about all the enormous shifts in power that have happened in Westeros across the show, all of the apocalyptic events and horrendous destruction, everything is wrapped up so neatly. At the end of the story, the overall structure of Westeros is pretty much the same. Tyrion might say they're breaking the wheel, but it's more like they're replacing it with a slightly different wheel. And don't get me wrong, I didn't want some ending where democracy was established and Arya and Gendry lived happily ever after at Storm's End or something. But the tone of this ending, finishing this story on such a victorious note, feels disingenuous to what had come before. Game of Thrones wasn't a show without positive scenes and victories for the characters, but it never felt like a show that had to be this outwardly rewarding for the audience. And it all comes back to that big thematic backbone that was lost around Season 6, which is consequences. The characters may lose significant things across Season 8, but they never really have to pay for their choices. The only real consequence Jon has to deal with is losing Daenerys, who he's known for about a month in the show's timeline, I think. And despite the fact that he, murdered the queen, he got off scot-free and got to travel beyond the wall to live the rest of his life in peace with his wildling friends. By the end of the finale, Game of Thrones had become a typical story about good against evil when it had started as the opposite.
Sorry about that.
All season 8 and got to travel to pay for their choices. The only real consequence Jon has to deal with is losing Daenerys, who he's known for about a month in the show's timeline, I think. And despite the fact that he, you know, murdered the queen, he got off scot-free and got to travel beyond the wall to live the rest of his life in peace with his wildling friends. By the end of the finale, Game of Thrones had become a typical, cliched fantasy story about good against evil when it had started as the opposite. I won't be so dramatic as to call Season 8 a betrayal to the audience, but I would call it a betrayal of the show. So in the end, I can't say that I liked this season, but it's definitely not the worst thing in the world. The production design is incredible, and in terms of cinematography and visual effects, there's never been a TV show that looks this good, at least when you can see what's going on. I was entertained in the moment for the majority of the season, so I guess as far as big, exciting, blockbuster entertainment goes, it worked. But that's not what Game of Thrones was about. That's not what made it a phenomenon. That's not why so many people, including me, gravitated towards it so strongly. Once the writers ran out of books to adapt, it was clear the show was going to be different, but Season 7 and 8 just dropped the ball so severely. Despite the very limp and disappointing ending, I still think D&D accomplished something truly incredible by bringing A Song of Ice and Fire to TV in a way that felt so true to those books, and for raising the bar of what TV could do cinematically. Everyone involved in every department that crafted the aesthetic of the show are masters, and the actors brought the characters to life so beautifully. I hope everyone has long and successful careers ahead of them. It's undeniable that Game of Thrones changed television forever, and like Lord of the Rings, people are going to try to replicate that success for a long time after it's gone. I just wish I could look back on the ending of this show as fondly as I look back at the beginning. And sometimes you just don't get that with TV. That's life. And if I ever get around to rewatching it, I'll probably just stop at the end of Season 4 and pretend that's where it ended. Game of Thrones deserved a better ending. But I was pretty sure we weren't going to get one since
I missed the no scope.
They had the pieces in place, they just couldn't stick the landing. The King's Landing, if you will. There were so many things the show set up early on that I couldn't wait to see get resolved, and while I did get some big moments, so many of them were just thrown aside without any reference that I didn't feel clever or subversive, just tired and lazy. And while the production side of this show was anything but lazy, the story of Game of Thrones is what made it so iconic. So it's unfortunate that by the time Game of Thrones ended, the story had already been dead for years. If you're a fan of fantasy shows like Game of Thrones, then you may have dabbled in Dungeons & Dragons in the past, and that's where Winterwood Games comes in. Winterwood is an artisan woodworking company dedicated to combining quality craftsmanship and unique design. They currently offer 5 species of domestic and exotic wood dice trays, utilizing a professional-grade laser cutter to adorn the pieces with limited edition or custom designs. Check out their social media for frequent updates on products and behind-the-scenes looks into the creation. And I wanted to keep the result of the generation left complete of how Season 7 it really started to embarrass the story was alleged in episodes. Characters and shot.
Check out Booby's mouth.
Season 7 is garbage. I didn't like it when it came out, and I don't like it now. I made a video after Season 7 focused on the idea that spectacle was overtaking the storytelling of Game of Thrones, and I stand by that 100%. This season just kind of meanders along, and the only points where it has any energy are when big battles are happening. Everything feels rushed and truncated, mainly as a result of the season only being 7 episodes long rather than the usual 10. Why wasn't I more concerned when D&D announced they were ending the show in 13 episodes? Why didn't I think that was a bad idea? As much as I like it when TV shows are wrapped up well and not stretched out unnecessarily, too little story can be just as big of a problem as too much. The main problem with the show at this point was that it was being constructed around original material from the writers, as well as notes from George Martin about how the story was allegedly going to develop in his books. So, while I'm sure D&D wanted to be true to Martin's ideas and plans for the story and characters, they have a very different storytelling style earlier from Martin, and that dissonance had grown increasingly obvious as the two versions of the story diverged. The show was shifting towards a much more traditional, grand, epic fantasy series, and the attempts to recapture the political maneuvering felt embarrassingly off. The entire subplot with Sansa, Arya, and Littlefinger was so dumb. I hate it. Again, the show seemed to be aware of its own reputation, and in Season 7, it really started playing to its audience rather than staying true to its source. And there's nothing wrong with that, in theory. When long-running TV shows approach their end, they tend to get a little sentimental and retrospective. But Game of Thrones never felt like it needed that. I wouldn't say Season 7 rewarded characters for their decisions, but they definitely didn't face many consequences. Jon got tackled into a frozen lake and was surrounded by the entire army of the dead and still made it back home because one guy slowed down the whites for like 2 seconds. Characters did increasingly stupid things and were saved at the very last minute, and if this show had still been the real Game of Thrones, characters would have died in these scenarios. By the end of Season 7, the show had very clearly transformed into something different, something more conventional and more focused on entertainment than anything. Now, I generally like watching reaction videos for things I enjoy. I like fan excitement over big moments, and I really enjoy Sean Tanktop's channel, so this isn't me attacking those guys at all. But they're kind of the greatest example of how this show fell apart. Provoking these kinds of reactions is not what made Game of Thrones work. It was everything but that. It was the kind of show you had to pay close attention to, following the schemes and plans of various characters and tracking complex emotional arcs. And then it became a show where a bunch of people could watch it in the bar and scream and cheer for minutes on end and miss nothing, and that's a shame. If anything, Season 7 seemed directed towards viewing the show like that. Just big, exciting, blockbuster entertainment. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not what the show started out as at all. By the end of the season, the show felt completely different, but the stage was set for an exciting, interesting culmination in Season 8. I liked where the characters were, I just wasn't a big fan of how they got there. My only hope was that Season 8 would give us all a good ending, and tie up the few plot threads that remained in a satisfying way. Or maybe in a very unsatisfying way, because Game of Thrones had never been about satisfying its audience in a traditional way. And I kind of got both.
I'ma leave 'em where I find it.
Through Seasons 6 and 7, the characters were reduced down to their most basic elements, and their handling in Season 8 was very reflective of that. It felt like every character was reiterating the same point over and over again in every scene they were in, for no reason besides repetition. Nobody was doing anything intelligently, there didn't appear to be any planning or strategy for anything, and despite the fact that there were 2 major battles that took up almost 3 hours worth of screen time, it felt like the heroes just kind of made it up as they went. Since the show was no longer being driven by the characters, but rather by spectacle, the characters were left without much to do. Situations were contrived by which characters had the illusion of importance, but given the impressive number of abandoned storylines in Season 8, it was only an illusion. The characters at the forefront of the story were the only ones that did anything, while side characters just kind of showed up and talked to them occasionally, and then left and or died and or had sex. As for the main characters, nobody had time to properly develop believable dynamics or relationships. Jon and Daenerys didn't have a deep, meaningful connection. The show just told us they did and expected us to believe it. And sure, the entirety of Episode 2 was devoted to characters bonding and reminiscing, but I found that episode mostly boring, and any development that happened between characters was dropped by Episode 4. The characters weren't active participants in any aspect of the story except for battles. Cersei, who previously orchestrated the empowerment of the Faith Militant and destroyed the Sept of Baelor to eliminate her enemies, just kind of stood around and then died. This level of passivity, which can also be seen in characters like Jon, Tyrion, and Jaime, felt so untrue to those characters. Especially Tyrion, who was previously one of the most intelligent characters on the show, but made stupid decision after stupid decision throughout Season 8, and also Season 7. Because when you really think about it, if characters were actually intelligent, the story couldn't have unfolded this way. As a result of the generally lazy writing this season, the decisions that characters made almost always made no sense. So, when the big emotional moments had to happen, they didn't quite land because a character's actions leading up to them were either illogical or rushed to a conclusion that felt unnatural. And after the Battle of Winterfell, every character seemed invincible. Almost everyone was trapped in a situation where they certainly should have been dead at some point. Characters were either completely surrounded by or buried by zombies at different points of the episode,
They're trying to heal.
and yet they were still able to escape when one other person came to help them. As a result, what should have been the most epic, heartbreaking, destructive battle in the show ended up killing 4 or 5 side characters, and no, I don't care about Jorah. And Lyanna Mormont got to kill a giant zombie because fans thought she was
coming up.
Seen 2 seasons ago. Along with Bronn, there was no real reason for Lyanna to be around except fans like her, and that's pretty anti-how Game of Thrones used to work. Ultimately, I think the show wanted to have its cake and eat it too. It wanted the reputation for killing characters, but also wanted to keep the real fan favorites alive. Again, the show was playing to its audience more than staying true to its own story and tone, and the way the story ended is very indicative of that. Plus, the fact that Clegane Bowl actually happened is hilarious. It was a joke.
It's these trees I can't see.
We were joking. The fact that the characters were pretty much
I couldn't see because of the trees.
The structure of the story.
Good, bruh. I was. What the fuck was that?
Damn them trees, man. That's why I hate weeping.
How the fuck did she do this?
He would be wearing a dark color too.
Brother or something, that nigga, that blue beam there, he lit that shit. Hell.
You need a detox in this bitch. That's fire. When they fire, trying to show these niggas who's boss.
It was so fractured, a problem that starts from the bedrock of the writing. Like I mentioned before, these final few seasons were written based on ideas from George Martin about where the story in the books is apparently heading. I have no doubt that most, if not all, of the big moments and character endings we got in the Season 8 finale were based on Martin's ideas. However, I suspect that these ideas were given to D&D looking like this, and they had to figure out how to get there from the end of Season 6, which was more than a little bit of a jump in some places. But that's not impossible, except they only wanted to do 13 more episodes, which, again, I don't know why I didn't get more nervous about that. They probably should have taken a few more seasons or episodes to tell this story properly, which Martin and HBO were willing to give them, and I get it. They've been working on this one project for a decade, and they want to move on creatively. But if that's the case, then maybe hand the show to new showrunners. Give them an idea of where the story should go and how to get there, then go make some Star Wars movies. But hey, this was their show, and they should be allowed to end it on their terms, and they did. The only problem is that it came way too fast. Again, the endings they were given probably looked something like this, and they had to get there in 13 episodes. except the characters as established by the end of Season 6 didn't really fit those endings, but in the span of only 13 episodes, they had to get there. Maybe they should have made a few more episodes. If I'm right, and if these character conclusions are planned for the books, I'm pretty confident they'll be executed in a way that makes sense based on how that story develops. As for the show, well, Daenerys changed from a ruthless but merciful queen to a genocidal maniac who killed hundreds of thousands of innocent people and wanted to conquer the world. And then she died. Jaime reversed on 7 seasons of character development and went back to Cersei, and then died. And the most baffling of them all, Arya, who spends most of episodes 1 through 4 talking about how important it is for the Starks to stick together, abandons her family twice in a row. It felt like the big moments this season, the dramatic character moments that were supposed to hit the audience hard, were oriented around surprising the audience above all else. Things like Rhaegal being sniped out of the sky by scorpion cannons, Missandei being randomly captured and executed, Varys being burned by Drogon because he forgot how to be sneaky. I guess the logical explanations for these moments are flimsy at best, and when a show is built on logic and grounded human drama as heavily as Game of Thrones, you can't just throw that out the window at the last minute like it's Bran Stark or something. Speaking of which, empty surprise can especially be seen in who ends up sitting on the Iron Throne. Bran, who I certainly never would have expected, but only because it's dumb, and also because it's really dumb. The idea to make Bran king was confirmed by Isaac Hempstead Wright to have come directly from George Martin, but I'm pretty sure whatever path the books take will flesh out that decision a bit more. But even in the show, it could have worked. It may have been a more effective conclusion if the writers hadn't treated Bran like a meme for 3 seasons leading up.
Honestly, I didn't even finish Slurpee.
And Bran the Broken.
Yeah, Bran's story is so good, we didn't see any of it for an entire season. I didn't even think there would be another king, because when Drogon burned the Iron Throne, the coolest visual of the season and one of the best of the show, what that symbolically meant to me was that the old monarchy system was being destroyed and burned away. See, Drogon understood the finer points of symbolic significance, but I guess the writers didn't, because having Bran be made king in the next scene of the episode kind of killed that significance. I'm not saying it's bad the show tried to surprise people, I'm saying they have to build to those surprises like the show had before, but they forgot about the building part. When Game of Thrones first came out, it quickly gained a reputation for being a show that shocked viewers and subverted expectations and took turns. The death of Ned Stark, the Red Wedding, Joffrey's death, Jon's death, and countless other moments were built to naturally across the show. Again, the recurring thematic backbone of those events was consequences. However, when the show ran out of book material, it started to lean on the idea of shocking audiences and subverting expectations more and more, as if the idea of subversion is what people liked. But the build-up was just as crucial, leading the characters to those points through natural developments, based on their personalities and the personalities of the characters around them, and the world they inhabited. In Season 8, there's no build-up. Things just happen as they need to happen to lead to a point, strung together by some of the loosest logic I've ever seen. And, in some cases, not strung together at all. The show paid some lip service to Daenerys' turn to madness, but foreshadowing something in Season 2 doesn't mean a very sudden transformation is justified in the span of an hour in Season 8. The burning of King's Landing felt more like it was intended to surprise the audience than anything, because that seems to be the motivation for any twist this season.
For, God, I think it's probably 3 years now or something, we've known
team got
that
the
it was
damn
going
care
to be
package.
Arya who delivers that fatal blow.
She seemed like the best candidate, provided we weren't thinking about her in that moment.
We hope to kind of avoid the expected, and Jon Snow has always been the hero, the one who's been the savior, but it just didn't seem right to us.
If the only reason for a major story choice like that is it will be surprising, maybe take a step back and think about the story you're telling. It doesn't really matter though, because despite being the ultimate force of evil throughout the entire show, the Night King was killed in a very cheap, easy way, and then never referenced again. It seems like D&D don't plan their stories out too far in advance, which is fine. You don't need to have every single beat of your story mapped out from the start. But A Song of Ice and Fire never fell felt improvisational. Everything felt deliberate and intentional, even with surprising twists taking the story in new directions. Maybe sometime in the 2 years they took to make Season 8, D&D could have planned something, or made it cohesive at least. But no, instead they rushed towards an ending that ultimately felt unearned. It's not hard to surprise people with storytelling, but it still has to make sense. The final note of Game of Thrones is surprisingly positive. The tyrants are all defeated, and the good guys are in positions of ultimate power. Sansa is ruling the north, Bran is ruling what is now the Six Kingdoms, and Arya and Jon are able to go off and explore the free world. At the beginning of Season 8, it was very clear who was supposed to be a hero and who was supposed to be a villain, and the heroes won. The only exception to this was Daenerys, but when she died, she was very clearly framed as a villain, so my point still stands. And then there's the new small council, composed entirely of characters the audience likes, who all probably should have died at some other point this season, like the Battle of Winterfell. Why is Bronn Master of Coin? They say they need a Master of War. Just make Bronn Master of War. All he does is fight in wars. The more I think about this season, I don't get angrier, I'm just more disappointed. Because when you think about all the enormous shifts in power that have happened in Westeros across the show, all of the apocalyptic events and horrendous destruction, everything is wrapped up so neatly. At the end of the story, the overall structure of Westeros is pretty much the same. Tyrion might say they're breaking the wheel, but it's more like they're replacing it with a slightly different wheel. And don't get me wrong, I didn't want some ending where democracy was established and Arya and Gendry lived happily ever after in Storm's End or something. But the tone of this ending, finishing this story on such a victorious note, feels disingenuous to what had come before. Game of Thrones wasn't a show without positive scenes and victories for the characters, but it never felt like a show that had to be this outwardly rewarding for the audience. And it all comes back to that big thematic backbone that was lost around Season 6, which is consequences. The characters may lose significant things across Season 8, but they never really have to pay for their choices. The only real consequence Jon has to deal with is losing Daenerys, who he's known for about a month in the show's timeline, I think? And despite the fact that he, murdered the queen, he got off scot-free and got to travel beyond the wall to live the rest of his life in peace with his wildling friends. By the end of the finale, Game of Thrones had become a typical, cliched fantasy story about good against evil when it had started as the opposite. I won't be so dramatic as to call Season 8 a betrayal to the audience, but I would call it a betrayal of the show.
Oh, you too far then.
So in the end, I can't say that I liked this season, but it's definitely not the worst thing in the world. The production design is incredible, and in terms of cinematography and visual effects, there's never been a TV show that looks this good, at least when you can see what's going on. I was entertained in the moment for the majority of the season, so I guess as far as big, exciting, blockbuster entertainment goes, it worked. But that's not what Game of Thrones was about. That's not what made it a phenomenon. That's not why so many people, including me, gravitated towards it so strongly. Once the writers ran out of books to adapt, it was clear the show was going to be different, but Season 7 and 8 just dropped the ball so severely. Despite the very limp and disappointing ending, I still think D&D accomplished something truly incredible by bringing A Song of Ice and Fire to TV in a way that felt so true to those books, and for raising the bar of what TV could do cinematically. Everyone involved in every department that crafted the aesthetic of the show are masters, and the actors brought the characters to life so beautifully. I hope everyone has long and successful careers ahead of them. It's undeniable that Game of Thrones changed television forever, and like Lord of the Rings, people are going to try to replicate that success for a long time after it's gone. I just wish I could look back on the ending of this show as fondly as I look back at the beginning, and sometimes you just don't get that with TV, that's life. And if I ever get around to rewatching it, I'll probably just stop at the end of Season 4 and pretend that's where it ended. Game of Thrones deserved a better ending, but I was pretty sure we weren't going to get one since Season 6. They had the pieces in place, they just couldn't stick the landing. The King's Landing, if you will. There were so many things the show set up early on that I couldn't wait to see get resolved. And while I did get some big moments, so many of them were just thrown aside without any reference that it didn't feel clever or subversive, just tired and lazy. And while the production side of the show was anything but lazy, the story of Game of Thrones is what made it so iconic. So
I knew you
it's
were gonna do it with the
unfortunate
whole
that by the time Game of Thrones ended, the story had already been dead for years. If you're a fan of fantasy shows like Game of Thrones, then you may have dabbled in Dungeons & Dragons in the past, and that's where Winterwood Games comes in. Winterwood is an artisan woodworking company dedicated to combining quality craftsmanship and unique design. They currently offer 5 species of domestic and exotic wood.
I hate when
this
they
video
do
is
that.
brought to you by
One shoot from a
Winterwood.
distance and the other push. Like, come on, bro. Fight. Come on, both of y'all jump in on this.
Yeah, just pull up. And then when they teammate get popped, the one that's trying to like push up on it, they start getting mad and shit. Like, where was you at, nigga? I was in the back trying to snipe. It be them niggas, man. But you know, it's one of them nights in Fortnite, bro. Oh yeah, just one of them nights, nigga. That's all it is. I think it's just, oh no, it's his teammate pulling up to your left.
Yep.
You see him.
Sorry. Whoa!
The double team is
Somebody
real.
match. I'm dead.
Yeah, the double team is real, bro. Nigga, I gotta get back into it, bro. Got done with school. Alright, bit down. I'm about to hop on with Jessica on some Frowner, man. So I'll catch you later, bro.
Alright, Jay.